Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Some Sports Games. And for this installment, I'm going to play Ken Griffey presents Major League Baseball. Available on, well, it was available on Super Nintendo. And released in 1994, so 1 year after the Blue Jays were able to capture their second straight World Series. Boy, that was pretty great times. And I believe Software Creations, a developer from England, Manchester, England to be specific, was the developer for this game. And interesting to see their take, European take on America's favorite pastime. I think they did a pretty good job. As per Wikipedia, it was one of the first baseball games on console that was able to recreate the likeness to the stadiums. So Dodger Stadium and that peculiar kind of dimensions reflected, as you can see on the bottom right. Yeah, you can see the peculiar dimensions for each baseball stadium, so it's pretty cool. And then you can see the ivy for the Second World Cup Wrigley Stadium. Unfortunately, the Cincinnati had just hit a home run. Okay, so but they were not able to get the license from the, I guess, Players Association. Only one player, that is Ken Griffey, basically staring at you. And you can also, if you bought the game, which I did, 1994 I guess, way back when, you were also able to get like a promotional baseball card featuring Ken Griffey, and he was one of the greats from the 90s. Definitely mercurial player who was just a beast on both on offensive and defensive ends. So yeah, very I think he's actually in Hall of Fame. I'm not so sure, but if he's not, definitely deserves to be in Hall of Fame for the kind of excitement that he brought to the game of baseball. And I don't think he juiced up, so all the home run totals were pretty spectacular. Okay, so let's go to single game, and I'm going to play, of course, one. Also play with your friend or your family if you're inclined to do so. All for everyone. Actually, yeah, this kind of game, if you want to have the most amount of fun, you have to play with your friend or just right beside you. You can see all the 30 teams, I think. Oh, 14 here. I'm not really, well, I like baseball as a sport, and I do follow it, but they actually have new teams. I know Montreal Expos moved to Washington to become the Nationals, which is quite unfortunate as a Canadian. You see all the marks or emblems from way back when. Some of them have stayed, but the Milwaukee Brewers changed theirs. Seattle Mariners, I think they probably still use this emblem. Texas definitely changed it. Toronto Blue Jays moved away from this classic emblem that was very, I guess, historic in terms of how they were able to win 2 straight World Series championship using this emblem. But they came back this year, I think, or last year, using this classic emblem, and I agree with their decision. Padres changed theirs. Astros actually not only changed theirs, but they moved to AL this season. Yeah, Dodgers. Okay. So which team am I going to play? I'm definitely going to play Montreal Expos. And well, okay. Let's make this a Canadian affair, shall we? Alright, so today's game, Mather, Vita. Yeah, I don't really know who they are because they all use fictitious names. So if you look at the stat screens here, you can probably sort of see that Software Creations was able to at least give the players a bit of a resemblance to real life counterpart. And Vita, the pitcher I'm going to be using for Montreal, kind of looks like Dennis Martinez, one of the great Latino players and also Montreal Expos legend. G. Massey definitely looks like Moises Alou, so only the names have been changed. And even if you probably go back and check out the stats for 1993 Montreal Expos, you can probably guess who this is just by looking at the stats, because I'm pretty sure that the stats are based on 93 rosters. But unfortunately, I guess the developer didn't have time to actually track all the off-season trades and movement of players in order to get the roster ready by the time the game was released, probably fall of '94. So the spring of '94, excuse me. And if you go to the team edit screen and go to Toronto Blue Jays, my opponent, you can definitely tell that some of the players kind of look like counterparts, and you can just change the names. I bet if you go to a website and just look at the numbers themselves, you can probably guess who they are, and not guess, just know who they are, and then change the names. And then, for example, WD Jack that I just saw, definitely Joe Carter. Bell, this guy looks like Pat Borders. Yeah. And Sales, Alomar. I'm more familiar with Toronto Blue Jays since I've been following them for a long time, since their championship years. Alright, let's go and play the game. And basically, wow, okay, that was a pretty good rendition of Canada. Very nice. Alright, play ball, okay. If you remember my NHL 2001 LP, I commented that there was actually no anthem playing before the US-Canada game, but at least this baseball game actually features a Canadian anthem. Back then, 93-94, baseball in Canada probably enjoyed a resurgence, a golden era of baseball in Canada, probably because not only did the Blue Jays win the World Series championship, back-to-back championships, but Montreal Expos were playing really well as well. I think the 93 they both won like 90 plus games, so a lot of excitement and a lot of fan base. But after the lockout, the mismanagement and kind of a crumbling facility in the Olympic Stadium sort of sapped the fan base for the Expos to the point that it was soon contracted out, and the team moved to Washington, where they become the Nationals, and right now they're like one of the best teams in National League. So yeah, it's still that the pedigree is there, the pedigree for excellence, at least in the early 90s. Alright, so it's W. Jack right now. This guy is more or less Joe Carter. Incidentally, Software Creations used all these different names, but the names are like derived from TV shows and rugby teams, and it's kind of also involving a lot of puns. They had to come up with all the hundreds of names, so they had to like basically go to all these different sources. Oh, and this was a pretty good shot. Oh my goodness. So the Toronto Blue Jays opens the scoring here. Darren Fletcher. No, not Darren Fletcher. Pat Borders. I have no idea. Oh, this is Pat Borders, the catcher for Blue Jays. So yeah, I was able to get out of the inning, but not before the Blue Jays were able to hit a home run there. Jeep Marr, right fielder, 33. I wonder who he is. 33. Lenny Walker. Oh, I guess. Oh man. Didn't know Lenny Walker. Yeah, he's definitely a mainstay if you're talking about Montreal Expos Hall of Famers. One of the best Canadian baseball players ever. Right now, like Lenny Walker, then it was, I guess, who was that first baseman in Minnesota Twins? Oh, that was a great hit to double. Was able to play 1, 2, and oh man, I have to go back to first because he sort of fudged the controls. Yeah, Lenny Walker for the time was that one of the greatest Canadian baseball player, if not ever. for a time there was a talk of who was that guy from Minnesota? I forgot. It's embarrassing. But right now it's definitely Joey Votto who's kind of inherited the title of being the next Canadian baseball idol, I guess. Oh my goodness, this is actually close. Oh, foul. And my left fielder have probably a welt on his face after that crash into the boards. Oh, come on! Alright. Yeah, actually... Okay, good. Watch out. I don't know what I was talking about. Speaking of the voices sampled in this game, the balls and strikes are being called by Jack Buck, I believe, from Wikipedia. That's not him. And basically the umpiring voice is sampled from the voice of Steve Palermo, the very famous umpire. He's widely considered one of the best umpires in Major League Baseball history. And the thing was, he was trying to help these two waitresses. They were being mugged outside the restaurant where he dined, and he got shot in the spine, and he lost instantly the use of his legs. He was paralyzed from waist down, but with a lot of rehabilitation and a lot of effort on his part, was able to walk with a brace and a cane, and that became a very inspirational story. Now serves as a supervisor for umpiring in Major League Baseball. So all these different things kind of combine together to make this game greater than the sum of its parts. It's an arcade baseball game. You don't even get to choose the pitches, but nice defense by Toronto Blue Jays third baseman S. Gregory, 25, center fielder Devon White. Alright, that was a really good pitch. And if you sort of see what I'm trying to do, I'm always trying to sort of get the AI to swing at a ball that I kind of move away from the batter. I try to curve it away from them. And sometimes they actually take. The AI sort of gets into a loop of not being able to see that kind of pitch as being outside the strike zone, so they always swing. I show you. I tell you again when I'm trying to do that. Oh, that was a good hit. It might go out. Yeah, it went out. Great. Second home run by P. Hook. It's Darren Fletcher. Awesome home run. So we are leading by now 2. Morrissey, first baseman. Wonder who that is. John Vanderwall. Okay, doesn't really. I don't really remember him. That was a great hit, great piece of hitting. That's definitely a double. Rolled all the way to the wall, but was able to get in there safely. Number 3, Mike Lansing. Okay. Yeah, the crowds are like amped up right now. Yeah, there's an out. Okay. There's a great hit. Yeah. Come on, move. I was able to not. Man, that was definitely another scoring play, but wasn't able to. I'm always kind of like fidget with the controls, and I mean this game has a really good controls, but that's the worst double play ever. Oh man, blame my stubby fingers. John Olerud, number 9, first baseman for Blue Jays, one of the greatest hitters I ever seen. He wore a batting helmet all the time, even when he was on defense on the field, because he had some kind of a brain injury and wanted to protect his head. Speaking of protecting the head, I mean, I think the baseball players should, at least the pitchers should consider wearing some kind of a head brace although it might look really funny to protect them, because there has been some cases where the balls hit by batters just landed right in square on the the pitcher's head, and sometimes it led to a very dangerous swelling of brain. Okay, so Dennis Martinez was able to get out really quick. Okay, right down the middle. Should have hit it. Okay. Same kind of pitch, but wasn't able to catch up to the ball. Juan Guzman is dealing right now after allowing the home run. The pitcher's effectiveness are kind of calculated on 3 categories: speed, and of course the speed of the pitches that he throws; control, I guess how effective how much distance that the ball can swerve and curve, depending on the direction that you press on the pad; and of course the stamina and how many pitches can the guy throw. So there was a kind of unproductive inning. Number 1, shortstop, Tony Fernandez. Man, he does have short legs, but he ran pretty fast. Close call, could have been a double. Nice. So yeah, look at what I did. I tried to soar the ball right away from the batter, and kind of takes a couple of tries, but if you sort of master that, it's really easy to strike out a batter. I think I tried this. Okay, I didn't try that time. It's always good to mix and match the pitches, even when you don't have any pitch selection. Larry Walker, dangerous hitter. Yeah, Larry Walker hitting the ball. Home run by Larry Walker. Damn, he's good. Yeah, enjoy it all you can there. 426 feet to the deepest part of the stadium, no less. Great. Let's see if Darren Fletcher can. Oh, okay. I think Darren Fletcher kind of uses the same kind of spread as Larry Walker, but of course Larry Walker is definitely a premier hitter. Oh, okay, I remember the Minnesota first baseman, Justin Morneau. He was one of the cornerstone of the Minnesota Twins offense, but I think he suffered a concussion and he wasn't the same after that. It's just so unfortunate. Oh man, this guy thought that I'm gonna swerve the ball away, but I just swerved it right back. Oh, that was a terrible mistake by the first baseman. Ah, goodness. A double by an error. I don't know whether this game tracks an error, but that was definitely an error. And you can see Dennis Martinez's control is kind of not being as effective now. I think the stamina is kind of draining, so I cannot soar the ball as much. And then the batters are having a field day right now, hitting that ball to the outfield for a hit. And I really need to be careful because Toronto Blue Jays back then in 92, 93 had the lineup that was just very powerful and one of the best in the league probably. You started with Ricky Henderson. Of course, Ricky Henderson's a terror on the base path. He can steal second and third. He can probably extend that single to a double and triple because he can steal the base at will almost. And coming up right after, there's Roberto Alomar, one of the greatest second basemen in history. Okay. Yeah, thankfully I was able to catch that. And the third batter up is going to be like, I don't know, John Olerud, followed up by Joe Carter. Yeah, definitely a premier lineup. Ah, my goodness, my left fielder. Come on. The camera is kind of locked to the ball, so it's kind of hard to actually see where the fielder is before you can sort of square up and try to catch the ball. Oh my goodness, not again. Man, he's being hit around here. And of course the pitcher's position comes up and now they're going to pinch hit for him. Edwards, I don't know who he is or who he references to, real life counterpart. Yeah, no more fooling around. I don't know why I kept the ball there a bit. probably fumble my way through throwing to the first. Alright, so 3 runs, so it's all tie game. Goodness, that's really not good. Offia? Who's Offia? Yeah, take me out to the ball game. They weren't able to do that during the middle of the 7th inning, so, you know, before the bottom of the 7th inning starts, they played that little song, did he? Really nice. Oh, that's nice catch. Man, my left fielder should have that kind of range. Yeah, still kind of disappointed in how the last inning played out. I mean, I'm sure that the AI doesn't have that kind of rubber band effect here. I mean, it's not a racing game, but it just came right back with 3 runs. So I tried to play the matchup to my advantage and see if I can get this offense going. Number 50 for Blue Jays. This reliever is supposed to be Danny Cox, born in 1959. So pop up to the catcher. Okay, that didn't really work. So Brown. So we are at the top of the lineup. Damn, he made me look foolish there. Nice, he was able to muscle it outfield. He was able to just hit it just outside the range of the shortstop. Okay, so chewing bubblegum. I wonder whether the Major League Baseball players nowadays chew anything while they're in the batter's box. Huh. The guy who's supposed to... the pinch hitter is supposed to have a really good ERA there, 0.16 or something. Maybe they should just let him in and pitch. Alright, McLean, 51. Number 51. Oh, barely foul. Got saved there. Mel Rojas is his name. Oh my goodness, my third baseman just sucks. Ah, jeez. So now I'm in a hole. Well, not in a hole, but I'm in a bad situation. Oh my god, not again. Third and... I should have thrown to the second. No, second and third with nobody out, which is with a Roberto Alomar coming up. Okay, so maybe this is gonna work this time. Nope. We'll have to get a piece of that, which is pretty dangerous. Let's try that again. Yeah, and I got him. Good. Yeah, the AI is complaining that I'm cheating, but you know, anything works. I mean, just have to exploit it. Second and third with nobody out. Well, not one out, but... Alright, one more. Nice. Kind of looks easy, but it does take some effort to curve the ball that way. And this time, yeah, it didn't work. It could have been just hit out of there, but... Yeah, I was pretty lucky there, yeah. No question. 19 home runs. So he's not a power hitter, he's more of a contact hitter. And he just dribble. Is it Lenny Walker? Man, Lenny Walker is like hitting 3 hits already. The Darren Fletcher coming up right after Lenny Walker. Looked foolish there. Nice. 2 hits. Alright, so we can get something going here. Morrissey, 233 average, not really good. Maybe we should bunt here. Oh no! Oh my goodness! I thought he was going to just drop in front of the left fielder, but yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get. Finally, the third baseman makes the play. Yeah, the camera locked to the ball. Kind of hard to see where everything is. Okay, good. Oh, he's already tired. McLean is already tired. Yeah, his stamina was only 2, and of course his stamina is all bottomed out, and I cannot control my pitches well. Okay. Nice double play. Great. 2 nice plays from the third baseman this inning. Alright, so I kind of figured out the pattern that this guy throws. He throws this little squiggly ball and then he returns with the heater. So get the, and then have to probably sit on that pitch, the second pitch, and then see if I can drive it out of the park. And of course, it didn't work that way. Yeah, you don't really know what constitutes a good contact. Maybe my timing is a bit off. I mean, for the most part, I think this game got the timing aspect of the baseball really down. They just did a really good job in trying to, demonstrate the timing aspect of the baseball. This feels right. Although the bat looks like, kind of looks like, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sigh. Face palm. I know the Sega Genesis had their own baseball game. This is a Nintendo property, using Ken Griffey, of course. Sega did have their own baseball game. It was more simulation based. It had more of a feel of a real baseball game. Just drops in. Ah, man. Strange enough, the outfielders have an arm that seems to be like 4 times as powerful as the infielders. And my, of course, third baseman couldn't get to the ball. I don't know why infielders throw so slow compared to the outfielders. Okay, let's see if I can get this working. By Shelley, number 13. Number 13 for Launcher Expos. Excuse me? Oh, he's Jeff Passaro. Good, good. Oh, okay, was able to get a hit down, but was quickly fielded by the third baseman. Oh, Joel Carter. Alright. Doesn't offer any takes, so I need to challenge him directly. And, oh, amazing catch by the third baseman. Amazing catch. Definitely redeems for all the mistakes, well, I made. So you can slide and you can also jump whenever you're up against the wall, but you have to be careful because if you sort of run to the wall, there's a good chance that you will be bashed against it. So you just fall down with your, cap dislodged from your head. Amazing! Oh my goodness, did they actually take account of the fact that hitting the foul pole is a home run? Yes, they did. Good job, Software Creations. You studied the game of baseball really well. And the Expos outlast the Blue Jays 5-4. They win the game on Delino DeShields' home run, the first baseman who hit only 2 home runs during the '93 season. That was an awesome game. Definitely, and of course there's something bad happening to the Expos. Right after a stirring win. I didn't think the Expos broke any bat, but Blue Jays did break one. When I think Joe Carter struck out, maybe they mistakenly called it the Expos as listing opinion on the Expos. Anyways, it was a pretty good game. That's what baseball's all about. You never know what's going to happen until the very last pitch. And then the last pitch ever thrown in the game was hit for a home run. And Ken Griffey returns. And he was a great player, and Nintendo paid a fortune probably to get his likeness on the cover and in the box. And the president of Nintendo probably said to Ken Griffey to tuck in his shirt. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little baseball game. Ken Griffey present. Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Sr. was also a baseball player. Cincinnati Reds, I believe. I hope you have a good day. I return with another sports game, and until then, please stay tuned.